Hey guys, Parfax here, and today we're going to be talking about some absolutely crazy crafting. All right, let's get started. All right, so we're here and we are talking about some pretty crazy shields. So I'm sure you saw it in the thumbnail. We have some pretty crazy shields that I've crafted. There's not very many legendary shields in the game, and I'm going to show you guys how to craft them. Now, I will say that I do not have one of them. I did take a screenshot of it, so I do, or so that I did have it, but it was something I crafted, and I sold it to one of my guildmates. So I don't have it, but we have the two others that I've crafted so far. So you can see here, we have almost the exact same shield that I sold, which is a Con, Refreshing Ward, Keen, Keenly Jagged, Enchanted. The only difference between this one and the other one, it had Sturdy. And then I have another shield here that I've crafted. And we have Refreshing Ward, Sturdy Energy, Sturdy, and Enchanted. So I'm going to show you guys how I've crafted these. Now, I can't actually craft it because I don't have the weapon smithing buff. But it's actually something pretty easy. One of my guildmates had suggested it as sort of like a side comment. I decided to try it, and man, has it paid off. So first and foremost, you want to make sure you get your stopwatch. Now, I've already crafted mine for the day. I believe I have it in my inventory. But you want to make sure you craft this. You want to craft this every day, even if you are not crafting. It's pretty important to get these because when you start crafting it, these are a huge, huge benefit. Now, when you use these right now, you can only craft it as a con, and then you can roll whatever you want on it, but it has a, what is it, a 60% chance or a 40% chance more to roll legendary. So what do I mean is, normally when you go to, let's say over here, and I want to roll a long sword, if I had everything up, it'd be a 595 to 600. If you use the stopwatch, it'll be 598 to 600. So it actually has a higher chance of being legendary, but the only downside is it always rolls con. Now, on stuff like jewelry and stuff like that, it's not a big deal. But when you go to weapons and stuff like that, it can be kind of a little awkward. That is the reason why I started rolling shields. You can see here, if you want to craft one, all you have to do is go down here to fabricate. You can find whichever item you want to do, and then I choose shields. Now you can see here, I typically roll Keenly Jagged on it, and I will show you why here in a second. I do not have the town buff, which is the reason why I am missing 5 points right here. But you will need the stopwatch, you will need fragments, you will need the normal material as well. This will give you a lot better chance to actually roll a legendary. Now I haven't went and rolled a bunch of shields without it. The problem is shields can be pretty expensive. It's 10 asmodium per piece for just a small round shield. And then the tower shields are 13 asmodium. It gets to be a little bit expensive to try to roll them, but when you have the stopwatch, it's really good. Now, can you possibly get a 600 legendary just by regular crafting? I'm not sure. I don't have really the extra material just laying around to kind of spam craft some shields. But I know out of all the people that have crafted shields, I've never seen anybody craft a legendary shield. There has been a few in the market, so I'm not saying that it's not possible. But when you craft with the if you craft with the runestone stopwatch, it's a lot better chance. Now, funny thing is, whenever you actually craft a legendary shield and it becomes legendary, it actually doesn't show you the shield. It'll come up like you kind of, if you've crafted a lot, you'll know there's sometimes, or even when you're doing your gypsum, you'll go to click it and nothing will happen. Well, that's kind of what will happen on the forge whenever you do it. But whenever it does that, it means you've crafted a legendary shield, but it'll come up with the, hey, you've crafted this. Do you want to continue crafting button? And when you look in your inventory, it'll be a nice, perfect little orange shield. So I wanted to put this out there because I've posted these in chat and I've gotten a ton of responses about how'd you get this and what's going on, you know, can I get one of those crafted? And you can. They are pretty expensive, and I expect that once more people start getting these round shields rolled or these legendary shields rolled, there's going to start being a huge market for these because everybody wants BIS, and you cannot be a sword and shield player and run a BIS shield if you do not have a legendary. 4 perks are definitely greater than 3. Now, the reason why I crafted Keenly Jagged, if you guys don't know, is because right now, the best sword, at least the best named sword, is the champion sword for PvP. And before you try to spam type in the comments, it's not, penetrating backstab is massive. Even on targets that are a little weaker, it's massive. But let's be honest, with the amount of damage this sword puts out, even if it didn't have this, a lot of the light armor targets are going to die anyway. But look at what this sword essentially has because of the shield. So when I have this sword and shield equipped, I have penetrating backstab, vicious, keenly empowered, refreshing ward, keenly jagged, enchanted. Imagine if my greatsword had that. Imagine if my greatsword had backstab, vicious, keenly empowered, keenly jagged, enchanted, refreshing ward on it. Not to mention you get an extra point here. You know, we get 16 here and 16 here, giving us 32 over 31 extra points. So that's not really a big deal. That's just with any sword and shield. But the reason why these shields are so incredibly powerful is just because of how many perks we can fit. So they do not overlap. So whenever you are trying to fit yourself out with the perfect round shield, make sure that you are giving it stuff that your weapon does not have because it does not overlap. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you get out there and craft yourself some of these amazing round shields. Use your runestone stopwatches if you can. Make sure you're getting salvaging a bunch of stuff so you can get those extra fragments. I would not use them to extract materials. I would just keep them because honestly, extracting materials is kind of poo-poo in my opinion. But make sure you guys get out there and start crafting these round shields or even the tower shields because those can be really good as well. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe, like always, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.